Like I said in one of my earlier videos, that when everything went down, the night of the argument, she told the Suffolk police that I pulled a gun on her. But the actual report is saying that I pulled a gun out on her, told her to turn around, and then I pushed her. Then, of course, went through the whole thing where she left and went out of state, supposedly for fear for her life. After talking to her ex-husband, now we got on the phone. She goes down to North Carolina. That's when she fills out another protective order. This time she changes the story. This time she's saying I beat her with the gun and threatened the children. That protective order called for her to try to get emergency custody of the kids, but that one didn't go through because she didn't show up. The North Carolina court date was scheduled for March 22nd. I already couldn't go down there. I tried to get down there, but because of the accusation she put on me in Suffolk, and I was out on bail, the condition of my bail was I can't leave the state. My bail situation was I could not leave the state till my court date for Suffolk, and my court date for Suffolk was going to be after the North Carolina one. And I was trying to tell Suffolk, like, hey, look, she's saying that I did something else that I didn't even do. You know, they're conflicting. But the problem was the accusation she put on me in North Carolina said that I did everything on March the 11th. And everything happened, the argument stuff happened on the 10th. So my main thing was to go down to North Carolina and say, like, I went around her on the 11th. She left my house on the 10th, and I haven't seen her since. But like I said, couldn't even get to North Carolina. So I had to sell a car, pay for a lawyer to represent me in North Carolina and let him know my conditions, my bail from the set of accusations she had against me in Suffolk. Ugh. On the 20th of March, she came back up to Virginia and she went to her first husband's house. Now, in between the time of our argument, her leaving and her being in North Carolina, I took her son, my oldest son, to his father's house because my main concern was if she lied on me about, being abusive and beating her with a gun, who knows what else she can lie about. So let me make sure there's nothing else she can get me with. So I took my oldest one to his father's house so she can't say, oh, he's keeping my kids. Matter of fact, the oldest one ain't his, kidnapping. So I took him to his dad's house. She knew he was at his dad's house. So when she came back up, she went to his dad's house. She was trying to get him so she could take him back to North Carolina because like I said, she got an emergency protective order, asked for emergency custody. So she was trying to at least get the kids back to North Carolina so she'd go to court and say, like, hey, I got my kids. So when she came back up here, tried to get him, things didn't go the way she thought they would. Tried to get the oldest one, say, come with me. And he's like, I don't want to go with you. While she's trying to convince him to leave with her, her first husband is on the phone with the police trying to serve her paperwork because while she was gone, he went down to the courts and filed, I want to say, an amendment to her custody order because the fact that he was like, in his opinion, since she up and left the state and left her son with the man that's supposedly dangerous, he was like, she vacated her parental rights. So I want to get a more detailed custody order with me having more parental rights over my son. So he's trying to give her that paperwork. She didn't want to take it. And then when she tried to get their son out in the yard, she didn't like yank him or anything. She just tugged on his jacket. And when she did that, stepmom was on the porch and all she said was, don't do that. And then she just replied with,
bitch, I'll kill you. Don't you fuck with me. My property. Bitch, I don't care about your property.
Get the fuck off my goddamn property.
I cannot believe you. I cannot believe you.
And the police finally came because he was on the phone with the police. And they finally came and they made her leave his house. When she left his house, she went down to Norfolk, filed another protective order against me and him. This time stating that he pushed her out of his yard when she attempted to get her son. The video shows he never touched her. Then in that same statement, she put that I forced her out of our Suffolk home and refused to let her see the kids, and that I was like emotionally something that says I'm not fit to have the kids now. The kids are in danger of being with me. She filed that protective order in Norfolk. The Norfolk police came to my Suffolk home, put me out of my Suffolk home and took my kids from me because of what she wrote in that statement. And the crazy thing was the woman The female cop that came the first night was the same one that had to come do that. And you can look at her face and she's like, I don't want to do this because I see what's going on, but I have to do my job. Yeah, so I had to leave my house. I had to leave my kids. And if I had any contact with my kids, if I text them, called them, whatever, I would be violating that protective order and I would go to jail. So for 2 weeks, that felt like hell. I couldn't even talk to my kids because she claimed I was a danger to them. First night, I stayed with an uncle, and on night one, her ex-husband called me and asked how I was doing. He heard how I was doing. He said, look, I know you can't see all your boys, but why don't you come stay with me so you can at least see one of your sons, which was, of course, his son. So during the time I was not allowed to go home, I was living with her ex-husband. While I was staying with her ex-husband, and he seen the order she put out in North Carolina, he called her and he just had a conversation with her. And, he asked her, like, if Q was such a danger to the kids, why did you leave my son with him? And we recorded that too.
But if you were in that much danger with this fucking guy, why the fuck would you leave my son with him? Why?
Because the children weren't in danger. The children weren't in danger. I was. I knew he wasn't going to hurt the children. I knew he wasn't going to hurt the children. The children were in danger. I mean, the children were in danger. I was in danger.